say ya da foforo ba de ne de acha yen ensama wudura echegu ewo ye my Ghana ena matena sia mede ne nyina no eba beso mo se show lunch medie ma mefa akwanya we ma ya hwefo a dan de nyina moje breshan sempa na ya se wo me betena video mu hanum say ede beso mo se show lunch medie ne mema mu nyina no akwa ba ne de kan a me share so be subscribe to channel ne de ama mu wi a wa share video we aba wonu ebi ono so wo so de ama obi foforo na afi comment section na se no wodo wa dwenchire nyina no afa honom ede ama me na akoye wuku adai embre ko ne nim ne nsama hodo aba won krata ne nyina mu hana ATP obeba betna se na afi wato ne bo apensen ne nyina mu ede ama yen saso and about 3 p.m. kakra na beka ho a ho communicators so beba betna se ne ja ya hwehwe enkomo ede afa ensama hodo a echegu ewo ye my Ghana mu the studio hare de trust me obey de ye papa sam de ma chichiri bi yankasa a me ba behwe ne nyina no ede egu mbonten de ama mjume ko bi so na asomase ane no me de shoulder jumedie no esomo eye Danis garage car bia wo pato bia no wo mu obi ewo wo mu showroom say ye Tacoma say ye V8 say ye vet car CB say ye saloon car CP de odu be ye Uber de odu be ye family car ne ade nyina wo be wo mu showroom no eye ade a wo mu car sahodro na bi ewo honum showroom location ye Kumasi asokwa wo mu ni TI Amas na AD inhweni Mondays kosi Saturdays eye ade a wo mu eye available 0550623377 obetimi afre wo mu de so saso na police ban for so asomase a wo mu so say wa aposo a etutu no se uchuchu meka ekopie mo pharmaceutical shop na se chemist shop nkwade a wo mu police ban ma wo mu de abacha say ya one time pe baby a hoye oya no wo te kakra na wo de massage ho no ma pens ni nyina no ebe free wo widie mu no baby a wo bia no wetimi akopie mo ho say ya wo nan say ya wo nsa say ya okotodwe say ya wo sisi say ya wechi ena ya wo ya eyade agese duro no ebe bo ye papa mo so mo pe ni dudu etu no wo mu wo misi about center room kuma so betimi akohonom na wakwa akwaje wo de 0244582993 ene number wo betimi afre wo mom edi esi so mi amatena dwem amedi jume baba so mo medin ene nana ya se wa me se amomre no metufa na makwa ensema ndede ni maboabo no amedi ni nyina no e baba so mo se showdown jume die chairman wontumi ene first person amedi no e shase ye nyina ye nim se chairman wontumi no ye former Ashanti regional chairman e bra na wonya nkoda afiase ne chairman wontumi de to Ghana fo nyina nim se nyankopon ya adom na se the new patriotic party bi etum se obi amba peke form sa wono wontumi e yade a wo be press obi be national chairman e de ma eye NPP amanyoko ena fofia nto attach as a chairman wontumi illegal mine ho nsesam ne ade nyina no yede no ekopie mu e wo court a wo be ko be ne ade nyina no clock it adane de nyina no eye anu wo de be ko wieche no na chese ye jeli chairman wontumi so won kwatwere aban kukumu na from some time now de bia ne spokesperson ba bontin bia sama hodo eye anu wo ka che Ghana fo nyina se chairman wontumi despite say eye ade a wo dansa wom no NPP amanyoko ne bie nominations to mo mbekwa peke di ama chairman wontumi na wo mama chairman wontumi a contest set national chairman e di ama the new patriotic party because before say na eba beba so oba be konsewom no na won various constituencies ne kwa na no ye campaign e ka che wo say oye grassroots man oye obi obetumi aboa NPP amanyoko ni ye papa enu ti delegate efa kokromoti ne to aba fa man ti say chairman wontumi ye say a political prison and ne watch o try the sentence dia o wa akonya ne so obe contest ne so no akwa mande chairman wontumi Bernard Enchibo Siako a wo hwe ni ma sanko beba ba ye national chairman e de ama the new patriotic party ya da soreya we tebrim letter tete de ababon tia jesebusia no ensema e wo letter ni mu no letter ne de dosh na wankasa ensema wo mu de achinkuro metwemebo na makinkan bi e de ama mo mesha sama de beto so ama manager metie fo na mahwefo nyina so no wo mu de wo mani ehu chairman wontumi ne letter ya chese abey also my beloved patriots na chese me NPP fo muntie ne ye there are moments in my life of a man there are moments in the life of a man when the heart wants to continue but duty demands sacrifice moments when one must quietly set aside personal ambition not because the dream has died but because the family to love must not be made to carry his burden today I find myself in such a painful moment. After many nights of prayer, sober reflection and consultations with my family, legal team, party elders, campaign team and trusted supporters, I have come to the difficult conclusion that my present circumstances must not become an additional burden on the New Patriotic Party. This is not the decision my heart desired, but sometimes true love requires us to release what we deeply want in order to protect what we love even more. For many years, I have served the New Patriotic Party with everything within me. I have walked through the heat and the rain, traveled to remote communities, and stood with our grassroots in both victory and defeat. I have fought with this tradition with my voice, my strength, my resources, and my entire heart. The NPP is not merely a political party to me. It is my family. It is my home. It is a cause to which I have dedicated a significant part of my life. This is why I cannot allow my present situation or personal ambition to distract the party from the difficult work of rebuilding. I cannot ask the party to carry my weight when it is already carrying the pain of defeat and the enormous responsibility of preparing for the battle ahead. I would rather carry this pain quietly than allow the party I love to suffer because of me. To my determined supporters across all 16 regions, I know this message would hurt. I know many of you would read it with tears in your eyes because I understand the sacrifices you have made for the journey. You opened your homes and your heart to me. You traveled long distances to meet me. You stood by me when it was easy, and you remained with me when doing so became difficult and dangerous. Some of you have cried for me. Some have fasted and prayed for me. Others have endured ridicule, intimidation, and personal attacks simply because you believed in me. From where I am today, I feel your love. I hear your voices. I carry your prayers with me. The walls around me may restrict my movements, but they can never separate me from the love of my people. They cannot silence the bond we share, and they can never weaken my faith in God. To my campaign team, coordinators, constituency and regional executives, members of Parliament, former appointees, communicators, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives, youth and women's group, volunteer movement, and members of the diaspora, thank you for believing in the vision we shared. Every handshake, every encouraging message, every prayer, and every sacrifice will remain permanently written on my heart. Please do not see the decision as surrender. I have not surrendered, and I will never surrender in the pursuit of truth and justice. I remain innocent in my heart and firm in my belief that in God's appointed time, justice will prevail. But until that day comes, I do not want my personal circumstances to become a source of distraction, division, or burden to the New Patriotic Party. No individual is bigger than the New Patriotic Party, not even me. I know many of you are hurt. I know some are disappointed and angry about what has happened to me, but I beg you from the depth of my heart, do not allow your pain over my situation to weaken your love for the New Patriotic Party. Do not insult anyone in my name. Do not attack any aspirants because of me. Do not abandon the party because Wontumi is passing through a difficult time. If you truly love me, then remain loyal to the tradition I have spent my life serving. Above all, remain firmly behind the leader of our party, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia needs our prayers, loyalty, and total support. He cannot rebuild the party alone. He needs every constituency, every polling station, every communicator, every young person, and every faithful patriot standing together with him. Whatever pain we feel today must never be allowed to destroy the greater battle ahead. Let us close our ranks, put aside bitterness, and give Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the united, disciplined, and formidable party he needs to lead us back to victory. My present circumstances may prevent me from standing before you physically, but they cannot imprison my love for the NPP. They cannot imprison my faith. They cannot imprison the truth, and they can never imprison the will of God. This is only one chapter of my life. It is not the end of my story. To those who have stood with me, I will never forget you. To those who have prayed for me, may God richly reward you. To those who disagree with me, I hold no bitterness towards you. And to the entire NPP family, I offer my heart, my loyalty, and my continuous service. This is not goodbye. It is not the end of the journey. It is only a painful pause in a much greater story that God himself is still writing. Every night eventually gives way to the morning. Every storm eventually runs out of rain. And every prison has a door that only God can open. I begin this journey because I love the NPP. Today I am making this painful sacrifice because I still love of the NPP. I do not want to be a burden to the party. I want to be part of its healing, its unity, and its return to power. So, my beloved supporters, wipe away your tears. Remain strong, remain united, remain loyal to the party. Stand firmly behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and never lose faith in our great elephant tradition. My body may be confined today, but my heart remains with you. And if it is the will of God, we shall meet again, not in sorrow but in joy, not in defeat but in victory. The battle is still the Lord's. May God bless you all. May God bless the New Patriotic Party, and may God bless our homeland Ghana. Na chese Chairman Bernard Echibo siapo adodo na freno Chairman Wontumi ena afe ensemde abushia enya ensemde ketua ede agu eye krata so ede ama ne supporters ede ama NPP fo nyina se odopa ene pepa na nkowo se obe contest se national chairman de ama the New Patriotic Party no enne wodanse wo ma eno ne nkire se wodo so nko wode ma NPP ne firi na kumem da bi odo no egusuo wo honom na so wo hye bebi a party na ba bedru enne party akọ election agesa party na di nkire ye nim guase awia nya asem ketua wontumi mfa wono so na de so ansam beka party de ne ho enti ne papa na wo pesa nko contest se national chairman ende oni na lawyer fo akasa oni nebusu afo akasa oni ne nkrofo wo mo be ne nyina akasa we decide say enya dia wo no chairman Enchibo Siako Wontumi obese o contest say national chairman e de ma the New Patriotic Party biom o se twe a wo twe ne ho no enye se wo twe ne ho because say odoni ni ho no mo odoni de e wo ho no mo odoni de e dana kuma so ye papa NPP de e ye ni fie na so ne bebi a wo de 20 years a wo cha won sa wo ma wo nya ntwemu 3 months mumpo no e yade te se de mano ai na manu sunti no was wo ka che obia for the support enkwata ya former vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia of enkwata na chi no mo hwekwan a wo mo befa so a wo mo ebema NPP amanyokuo no etumi aba be mo se daachi bi no ono Chairman Wontumi e yade te so ne mu nyina be hie bedru honom no na che se twede amponyankopon ebie nsawompu no ama no Wontumi etumi aba abontintin na ne de wote ye de a na chese Chairman Wontumi ananko operation be national chairman the New Patriotic Party no unfortunately because of ensawoming sensementi no yade a was step down me to asem ne so e de amamode a mame fam kopie mu e wo NPP amanyokrokro ya wo mo party office na me de kopie mu e wo hono ma e hono na denta kumi ani abrantie ohu mbre bi etwem na jesa abrantie we na okawo na Alan Kojo chairman ten echi ne ho di free NPP mu no okawa na wo mkodi ala ne chi no na ekwawi ehie ne nsem bia metete yempo na yese ja bra wodi ne birthday Alan Kojo chairman ti an wish ne happy birthday ntino wo say dwane free ala ne chi esa call back to the New Patriotic Party sabra ti ekro we ya na NDC amanyoko ne ba be mu kane no bete yese yakochi we dan na wo mko invade Chairman Wontumi ni fie na wa santemantemu an mo be ka ya brantie bi su ko invade ni fie won kramantema ha sabrante na denta kumi was who contest national youth organizer e de ama the New Patriotic Party and no adana just wo submit ye ne nomination forms ro na some the abrante we wa kebiye papa was ye this amanyoko ni ntumi intimidate wo mu da la ebi ensi de biara da wo be kokodei wo nsuro bi asam ne sade ete no wo be si ne pe no wakalepe sade NDC amanyoko ni die enhwenhwa enhwenhwa wo mu 2024 wo be ti yatam ballot paper our box wa obeti yabu we obeti yakoshi we obeti o si debi sani e mane de enya de ba be kosu biom na 2028 so de osuno amani kuro no wo bankasa NPP ba be ji o man Ghana de ba be so ende se beteki wo mo boso wo mo kobon sam jem na wo mo kosu she victory fambre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa ye ready so be sacrifice ne ho e de ama NPP amanyoko in fact eno ade abrete wo ji ne ho ye papa me sha so be camp no yakọ na yakwa akotie adenta kumine sama hodro a wori to dwa enrada e de beba no e the New Patriotic Party office honom no enfemra sisia.
Chairman, today we came to show you our team. I made a statement some time ago and the NDC came after me, but I've told them even if we have to go to hell to campaign and win, that is what we'll do. This new NPP is a new party altogether. Yes. The NPP of 2024 is not the NPP of 2028. And we are sending a warning to the NDC. We will meet them shoulder to shoulder. what happened the last time that they misbehaved and took ballot boxes, they were beating some of our candidates. Under my watch, it will not happen. Yes. Chairman, I'm saying this without fear. If anybody attempts to mess around with any NPP person or the ballot box on that day, I'm telling you, don't meet God. As to how to meet God, we don't know. Chairman, I'm not afraid of anybody, and they know. I serve in Mensia, and they've taught us we are not afraid of anybody. By the grace of God, I hold a 2-force gun. We are not afraid of anybody. Yeah. We are only here to serve Ghana. We are only here to serve Ghana. So if they don't want peace, we will show them what power is. But Chairman, I have personally promised my heart that whatever we will do to make Dr. Bawumia become president, Chairman, whatever we will do to win seats, to become majority in parliament, we will do it. Chairman, many of our MPs suffered, and there were little things. I'm not going to be a national youth organizer who sits in Accra and work. I'm going to be a national youth organizer that will stay in every constituency at least 2 nights, because we need to be able to feel the problems of the people down there. We need to have a relationship with the people down there. Chairman, the time has come that we have to change things. I've told people that I don't want to fill a position. I want to create change. I want to create change. I want to make a difference. And I want to support my fellow youth so that this new patriotic party will be more attractive than it is. There's room for improvement. There's a saying. Chairman, there's a saying. Achia Suembuye. NPP youth is not destroyed. We are there. We are asleep. But I, Adenta Kumi, we are waking everyone. Thank you very much.
Emsianti Adenta Kumi no just said you was fair casano. Idea me amiti hey. Aji min same ye papa watch say NPP we have the men and Adenta Kumi eka emema bi wo preso beba be national youth organizer e dia ma party ni ntu so no ne de eniema boni ya just 2024 course wo man Ghana no enya dia under his watch ebi ebekọ subio man dey sabonsam jem kura na wo di ni ti bekọ akowura hono no akopetumi e dia ba ebema the new patriotic party ene e kwan no e yade a ewa ye papa me to asem ne so e dia mamode a mame fam nkopie mu e wo awowin na me de mkopie mu hono ma won se NDC amanyokwe wo mo ba be mu no na wo mo ka che Ghana for se nyame yadom no wo mo ba 24-hour economy en wo mo de breye wo mo ba be ma ejuma e dia ma mebura just wo mo ni ejuma ye en dia wo mo ya wo mo se one company 3 people 3 chefs na just say da ne de nyina sama wo mo kan ya de nyina ye ba ye be ye 24-hour economy but the funny thing is na enkrofo ankasa kura na ebusua wo mo did the new National Democratic Congress enim kwano na ye din ye papa so wo mo be kire wo mo ankasa wo mo 24-hour economy nimpo na wo mo tumi enchire mu fa nchire Ghana for ene de ye da sole ya 24-hour economy ejesebusua wo mo ka che Ghana for say e ya de echese wo mo ba no ma ba be ma ye ndwuma no and then wo mo divert 24-hour economy no e de akwa mu e wo demolition and there will be market and wo ma jujuri wo mo de asoko bofom so mo ba be 24-hour market wo no say so na you obi fia no ma juri wo so mo de ba be 24-hour market wo no na so during the time and wo be Ghana for the kokomoti ko to abadama wo no na nya sa asam na wo mo ka che Ghana for na nya so mo ba me ka che Ghana for say market and ya ba be si e de ama wo na so mo ba be mu na busua eniema adane na we na me de kopie mu a wo win hono man just a member of parliament o hono ne mafu buefu ni ye papa say adenti na bra na wo be se to abadama no one can che say ya marketplace kakra ya anopa de awiane anadwo ya mamenum kotena hono mkoton wade o ba betu ye ndi efru hono ma ba be ya market e hona MP de ba be che ni nsemu se wo sre ne mafu ye papa say onu kro no ye member of parliament onimo onya we say market e wo honom no e ya de je say ya ba badwuregu so otenkraman mu a wo ko ne parliament house ne ade en wo bi tia ne national nipa ne ka che ne say won dwane no won be hwe de ekoso ne constituency ebusua obaya market a e wo honom dada no market na wo ho dada no ye shiri market no adan ya ye be 24-hour market e wo honom na yembisa ye ho say nti o my guarantee ye ni marketplaces ana and some NDC ka kire ye in opposition no eno na ne NDC amanyoko no mo ya na there are a lot of companies mekaya si edun keti obi na no ka kire Ghana for say nyame ya adom na so mo ba and the welder for kra no e ya de wo mo be run 3 shifts metsena fidie ma na meka say ye hwe NDC amanyoko ni ye na sansem wo ya wo mo ka no e ye ntro ni nada Omaya electricity system kra de bushia adani bibia wo ade chi ni ade sebia se wo mo de letter ba na bibia su ayi akosho mo na bibia su akosho omaya ye security system impo no question mark kese wo ho 24-hour market ya be ye ne sign na ba be ye yie eniema ben na ban we di egu akwemu ya kan wasam ka kire Ghana for bu banchi nuadi go wa mashum ekoto aba because that as at that time no they felt to say NPP nya option bio e de ma Ghana for say yes ekoto aba de ama Bawumia ne yehu na mabu ana je so man Ghana no wawie ya tete apropa sanyen no na ye ntumi ekoto aba afamanti ye tru ye ni no yes best option ye Mampeni Excellency John Dramani Mahama eno ne nne market centers ahodo wo ho na busua ye adwiri ne nyina egu o de bia me kasa asem we samia meti he wo hu ebusua e ka me nko ade a anka ye kokromoti adane de nyina ye de to obama NPP ni NDC nka yensesa yensa no anka yensesa yensa no NPP wo me di oman so 16 good years NDC di oman so 18 good years ye hwe ya sesena ne ye hwe ba bia Ghana aba bedru ye hwe ya sesena ne ye hwe ba bia oman Ghana aba bedru. And then one company 3 people 3 shifts and then is to say womu bubu amanfo dangu e demolish e market centers aja say wo honum kra dada aka barely 2 years here asanso de ekokromoti na kwoto aba I am asking the NDC say into boshe na mo share yen during the opposition no sa 2 years ya aka ya mugusu amu demolish or in the name of building 24-hour economy market would you be able to complete those markets? Wo betumi complete sa markets no. A country like Ghana, the Ebusia, a bay ye, ne bay ye should not check. Oh my Ghana, bay ye, natural bay ye not check because your leaders, no, maybe some said to Mutu Quina Mukobi memoir, into a yamu from an in who be biana. And near me yamu fen and yamu fe. Look at our country. Look at our country. And Nakrano, God bought $1.7 million US. A car about better honoma, both the NPP and the NDC, where ya chuma mention. Me want that money. Say a gold bond Nabako, say a Bank of Ghana Nabako. Me be say, a ya wona wo koton wa de na ka loss ne ba ya. I can't be kwa show biana. That money could have done something better for this country. Say 1.7 million US. E betumi ya bibi papa e de aboya my Ghana. Ya ma NPP ni NDC e di ye to the extent say enye ma chia kra na wo tumi bia wa no nkasa. And that 24-hour economy almost share Ghana for bono. And they do demolition. Now the MC you be one of the fantastic town. You son was say, me ma for peka ko ye papa. And to me babe bubu hanum say, said ya be ye best 24-hour economy market one. Na ya babe ton kako. The kind of people we voted for 2024. And I know in 2028, because I go NPP this year, we will go and make that same mistake. Na Ghana never cost why sir. Yonkwe PM our win and the MP wo no. Na some of the atujane yentie femra sisi ya.
24-hour economy market. Ana adding na SM market, number the market.
Minia maka ne babia say ni asi na nya asi awie de ba me condemn enye nya ye no completely out of place na me ba ya me nam no obi akra fi say me na me ebubu market no ba me so me ka kire say mama encha na nka minim say market no kra ya bubu agu a e bia wonyi ni because I represent the people. Inti ombe fi say bibia ntumi nto mo wo mra mi nim ho he ba no kra na me ka kire no say omu bubu market no ansa na mi hu because asase nya na ye kom na nanom ho mbe ma ya asase the only thing na minim ne sank yesi no wajansu ekwan no so na nsu yiri ne baaye no e be fa ho no na ehun say ye ya enye yie me propose my two ho assembly was asase da ho just after the industrial site inti me na minim say ho na ye de be ye 24-hour market no me ko bench ekoti a da sorry ya ya bubu dwane nyina agu nti me condemn amwa yenkum dwafo enigwa hwe abayefo no kra ye omugyeja kwan ho to ade won kran no ye pamo omo a wonim da outcry mumpe babi mo omo kro omo ni apata anya hwe omugyeja kwan ho no ye pe babi mo omo ansa na ya pamo omo how much more so omo a ewo apatam deda assembly no ena asi abansika taxpayers money ni ye de asidwa ni ebebubu agu amra ye relocate o ma ewom dada no it's not acceptable yenya no babia enti anyasi enti yenhwe the way forward ewom si ebesi dade na bisase to say yensi sadwa no wie no sadwa difo no omonko he enti meni assembly no egu so edinkita ho se ne be ya omo ayi omo afri ho no yebenya shares bia omo be di dwa no wom kopem se yebewie sadwa no.
The NDC might not know this, but Sanyama Weya Elkwe, trust me, 2028, it may affect the NDC Amanyokoni Papa. It would really affect them because we share my men nominate Papa no moto and their marketplace. Now we babe bubu no mukra babe 24-hour economy marketer. At least upe baby de ma womo. Ya so e prekope e for grades nkogu hono men kwajiri hono nyinengu nti wona omo towa de wono omo nkwatena fie nkosi sa 2 years na 3 years na 4 years na mu besi marketplace na wi ansa na omo baba kana omo nkwatena fie nkotwa amana. In fact both NPP and NDC abanya abaches we demolish amafo niema pa eye NDC online even in Ashanti region anyasam ketwa adechini adesa na zuba na ma obeti yesu we kwadwiri we yegu we kwotu we mu wakopam we mu wakobubu store obeti yakwe eyade etese ekoso amese enye se wusiesie kro building 24-hour economy market is not about say wusiesie your my Ghana. It is not about who says you're my Ghana because 2 years I am telling Ghanaians to say NDC aso hudra wa modi abofom no they cannot build a single market for us. Aso hudra wa modi abofom in the name of 24-hour economy market. Me say ye be kwa akwoto ba 2028 na edan ni mpo na enyandu lentil. I am telling Ghanaians abana ye koto 2024 no eson faso no even yedi ni ahwe no meto asam no so ade amamode a yenyina ye nim say during NPP amanyoko no wo mo flag bearership race no nipa ba akwa aja so obo adwuma ye papa ede ma yewra KennedyAgyapong KennedyAgyapong ye lawyer kwesi kwaten na ebra se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia committee a sa committee e ba ye hu lawyer kwesi kwaten ani mo so no na ye mu bebre na won we san say oye one very good communicator na ye kaso papa we kan ye hwenka committee about me no or the net to so ko be communicate very well the the new patriotic party but unfortunately to me and konisa ebra wo mu bia two mu with regional elections as say anaba bedu national elections no na ye hwe ni ma say bia lawyer kwesi kwate be ko no akwa contest for any position but unfortunately and lawyer kwesi kwate the ababa to Ghana for nyina nim say enya dia just work contest for any position biara nenti a we decide so on contest ne say ebra wo ko support yewra KennedyAgyapong KennedyAgyapong akompre ko enemies ni ade nyina no ono lawyer Kwesi Kwato inherit so as na the very good people around KennedyAgyapong KennedyAgyapong so ade o inherit wo mo na tension na wo ho no between Kennedy and then Bawumia no esan say no about bonte no obekasa Kennedy wasn't talking, he was the spokesperson you know na de bia wona na wo kasa edema na ni ade so as na Dennis Miracle Abuaja no so kasa dem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in fact both of them no mu ye adwuma ye papa e de boa the New Patriotic Party bebre ye ko election akompre ko elusi ye no o decide say sisi ane the rebuilding of the party kwan yo mefa so a wo mesa so brand NPP ni bi na NPP na baba ya kono eno ena na wo focus na wie ye kwa de busho wo de betwem say chema wuntumi court case anu okoba wuntumi cof chief phone efro no lawyer Kwesi Kwato say anko sere ne ye papa person ko ombra no me supporting won court case wo eno no de to eye lawyer ndi apia kubi enim say we do obesere ne ye papa say nya asem bi dia anko be supporting na so this time ne dia nam Kennedy echi okodi ye nsem bi abobo ba ye ne ade ntim on person de ne ho be rewura ho no mo person nkeja o tena fa ko kakra eno na ama wan ko support chema wuntumi e won court case nsensam ne ade nyina o wie no so o de ne support na e ma Dennis Miracle Abuaja o shedin so be communication director e de ama the New Patriotic Party o so no mpodie wo share ne boso nyame ya don na ye bietum na so ka so be contest ya e ya de ajo so de ne support na no e be man nti sabre de wakọ akọ support ne yanko na yanko tie lawyer Kwesi Kwato ne nsem ne nyina no emfamra sisia.
There was a very tense contest and Team Misusu said Mepen baby atra na and settle into the party gradually because I mean undoubtedly now we Kasamaken and one way we Team who say baby I remain channel me energy na into party rebuilding and party restructuring rather than say we say could deep over it because the moment to cry presidential could deep back for it means we inherit not the full also inherit not time for the day and when we didn't quite there not time for more not the food will be able to be a dark the Mekaibra Chamaun to me friend said remember one comes and I made you are trying to me I will find the annual semester with the Omamin where the Ekakra and I mean almost everybody sometimes I even feel it has been overrated. Nipo bi afre na meso enuonyam hyesa hye me nkrai say na meso kakra me menya de menya but me pese me ka ba ko bi nipa mienu bi de ho asem one ye Miracle Sabotaged not because he was going on opposed but I dey na sure na semeye and pese before fidie so ye Miracles declare intention a lot of people maybe na kwesi so nko bi so kasa fine na am say timing is everything. And I'm not sure that is what I want. Intimacy meet myself party in a different capacity. But most importantly, me catch a Miracle say openly, my support no. The inti ambassador me support no is not on grounds of competence alone. But don't say election no ekasama Dr. Bawumia and I'm ekasama Ken. And na ye omo nipa two candidates will be in home abekasa. And some make you no fire so. So all the tension and the lines that were drawn were largely because of the two of us. To me see at we are at least to let everybody know say baby a drone and kabum and in the spirit of harmony and in the spirit of collective good for your party no. Because when your contest o a DAO on kwani nipa openly made me support no be who say line be anywhere there e wo ho na fe ye die change na no be so say na kwesi the candidate ne Miracle dia and em fun so be no enyi nka e hunya dey emum. That is one.
Ebusia for nipa ye koye ekotie ne nsem nyina ba ye no eye lawyer Kwesi Kwato na utie lawyer Kwesi Kwato ne nsem nyina ne so wode ne support na no ma Dennis Miracle Abuaja wo hwe nim so beba be communication director de ama the New Patriotic Party saso na wa che ne ntia wanko contest ya ne supporting KennedyAgyapong KennedyAgyapong alone wo feel say it was a whole burden on its own na yasam keto akra the man but no de o jani BBA mo de supported Dennis Miracle Abuaja. Me to ansam ne so e de amamode a Mustafa Ahmed edi nkomo bi abusuan nkomo Mustafa Ahmed edi no ye me wonwa kakra and it looks as if say after the 2024 election NPP for about be ka che Ghana for say womo act committee na sa committee no womo ye nhwehwemu ekofa de enam so ama Ghana for bebre na MP Yankwa Bonte Yankwa Kwatwaba and Farmer the New Patriotic Party. Even in Ashanti region, NPP for led by Osai Chairman Sabonsu Chairman Wontumi Nkwophobia Kekawo, Wam Settle Committee, Wam so much say, Wamuba Wunenti Asante for Kasanka Debiano, Wamu Yankwa Bonte baby the Kwatwaba de my NPP no, Wamankwa Bonte and Kwatwaba, Korea Cheno, Osai Chairman Sabonsu Bakaka Kanzembe na Adeshreye. Na Nene Mustafa Amid Edin Komobia. According to Mustafa Aminu, he is making it look as if Ghanaians didn't vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia not because he was a Muslim. And after Nekasa, and I was wondering, okay, so if you know very well, Ghanaians didn't vote for Bawumia because Kremonia, what was the reason why Ghanaians didn't vote for you people? Ghana fan to about farmer NPP Amanyoko, in case they still don't through a Niama Mienu. The other kind, nay, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I'm going to be honest. 2024 election, NPP before, they still don't know why Ghanaians didn't go out to vote for the New Patriotic Party. NPP never lost the 2024 election because Bawumia was a Muslim. NPP lost the 2024 election. Ghanaians refused to vote for the New Patriotic Party because one, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nanti America said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and my NPP Amanyoko lose the 2024 elections. Bawumia was a vice president. Before the 2016 election, now when it comes to the economy, now we can't want some year papa na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate would expose itself. One at the buyer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo made Ghanaians believe, say, Bawumia a economist, such as say, or a whiskey when it comes to accounts. So before the 2016 election, I always say this, Sankana Nadu Dankwe Akufo-Addo and we need 2016 election. I can Ghana from Rebi Beba. Ya bebo yensano say, Yenya wobi to said na Nadu Dankwe Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia. Na womo ti economy na sia womo so mo benchi o man Ghana de esi ho. Na so Ghana fo anto aba farmer womo. If he hadn't won, this would have been our message. But when Bawumia and then Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo won the 2016 election, checking from 2017 to 2024, the New Patriotic Party failed. And the biggest mistake NPP 4 year was to bring Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia again. I've always said this not even about KennedyAgyapong KennedyAgyapong. Alan Kwadwo Chairmanship alone, leaving the New Patriotic Party. Na ya district CMP before consumer they didn't know. Bawumia never lost the election because he was a Muslim. He lost the election because on one kasane no munsama no de to Ghana for yetrimu na do na yentro. The promises. It got to a point as sorry why we didn't fetch me. Sebi yanebia toilet impa. Bawumia kache gbogboshifo grass obesiama woman. Bawumia failed on that. And as at that time, na economy na crash. Say economic measure a crash economy na. Why should we handle Ghana to him again?
Kumasi online.
And the same person who was talking about the economy. At a point, China free economy no afi Bawumia be share with digitalization. It's during the 2024 election, there is no platform Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and China so we kasa yede for economy no. Meanwhile, Nana Rebecca che Ghana for say, only the urban economy there will not show boy oni mu show. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why ye juma wo Bank of Ghana da or ye governor wo honom Bawumia ben, Bawumia ni economy ni tino. Yem for Ghana shaba Bawumia nsa. But 2024 election, Bawumia then turned to start speaking on digitalization. And Bawumia be catch Ghana for say, yeah, the Ghana card to her. Na yeah, the acquaint to her. No Bawumia be for Ghana card neja acquaint. As at that time, na yeah, my man who am ton ade was swami ohu. Na yeah, pami wo mu nyina just all in the name of say yeah, be yeah nka change was swami. Insuo to na hye ma menom. But he came out to tell Ghanaians and say, "O man, the Ghana card wo beje. Nyina ka hu bi. and my NPP Amanyoko no losing 2024 election. I sometimes don't know, say, is it that these people they know why NPP lost the election and now say they are being honest with that, say they don't know. Cause most of my kokwe reports, I am my kokwe, ekoye hwehwemu ni ade ene ade yi ade bae. Nti so na hwehwemu na okoye de bae. When to me mbie sa eye document wo de bae, ehun na NPP lose ya na. And 2028, it is the same Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Se NDC amanyoko be German ni mu, e de ama NPP a, na je se NDC fo be feli Ghana fo. Because yes, NPP for be failing Ghana for, and a lot of Ghanaians will tell you say Bawumia is not a sure bet for us. Cause you wuna mebo pay. Obibeka say na say yama beni and yakofa na be ono kwa 2016 na na do da kwaku ado ebuo na awie no kra during the election no kra by ye John Dramani Mahama 2012 to 2016 na ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wono ye economic measure economic risk baby e wode Ghana free ye baby wode Ghana koduru ya and if you think say Senaka sa time no your better option be anka Ghana for every decide so amokoto abadi am NDC and I am not sure. So my Ghana say yes and ye NPP ni NDC and anaka ye one other force or ye very strong power kita doma ama for ye ready so mo best sa wo nsano anka Ghana for kran koto aba for my NDC. But because Ghanaians we had nobody. And when the ma Ghana for ekoto abade ma NDC 2024 no economy na crash no me hu obi no point fingers say and am here Kennedy so na MPP lose election ya na nipa ho ya mesere the very statement wo mo ba mo te beka che Ghana for say these are the words of Akompre in Japan that made MPP loss no there are these statements no so Akompre made them before the 2020 election Akompre made them before the 2016 election so still MPP win here. Na Kennedy Kasebi, I'm sorry to say MP before Jimmy Fokra, he doesn't know why he belongs to those parties. That time no, na MPP Amanyoko no, ewa bemu, and they still want 2020 election. Sa video na my cat tempest I must say Kennedy ya friend say the show boy say na do dem ko gu for do na no abu agum ni ade sa doc said tape bi na modern na nam ni ade he made that statement before the 2020 election but still MPP won. So why would you tell me say and now KennedyAgyapong so na MPP lose the election? Bawumia as the candidate was the one and Ghana form pay. Ghanaians didn't reject Bawumia because he was a Muslim. I am saying it again. Bawumia was rejected because on one kasani sema wakachre Ghana for no na dodo na yentro na economy no so nye. I'm saying Mustafa Amid Nsem Nfemra Sisia.
Choosing a presidential candidate who happened to be a Muslim in 2024 did not in any way turn the majority of Muslims in Ghana from voting for the NDC. In fact, the polling station near the Kumasi Central Mosque at Asawase did not vote the NPP even after Dr. Bawumia refurbished that mosque and commissioned it in 2023. So the electoral geography largely explains why the present NDC administration has appointed many more Muslims from northern Ghana than previous MPP administrations. In 2024, President Mahama secured approximately 1.38 million votes, more than 1/5 of Mahama's national votes from Savannah, Northern, Upper East, Upper West, and Northeast alone. 21% of his entire national tally of 6.5 votes. Such political realities will inevitably influence the regional compositions of government. Dr. Bawumia, on the other hand, received a total tally of 759,108 votes from those 5 regions, which is 15.56% of his national tally. That's fewer than 1 in every 6 of Bawumia's nationwide votes came from the 5 northern regions. You cannot therefore dishonestly repackage this evidence to prophesy that electing Dr. Bawumia on an MPP ticket will certainly shift the balance of power from the south from South and from Christians to Muslims. In fact, Dr. Bawumia's tolerance for Christian religious ceremonies has often incurred him the displeasure of sections of the population. Indeed.
Mustafa made no at a point Okasano. I was wondering, say at the end, what Kebidi Bawumia. And now, so Ghana for yes, we lost, NPP lost the election because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was a Muslim. I've explained this thing to you people already. Ghanaians didn't vote, Ghanaians and Kwaboti and Kotua, but not because Bawumia was a Muslim. No, that is not the reason why Ghanaians didn't go and vote. Me sitting here, I've always said this, even though I'm not affiliated to any political party, where I do every election that you could not ballot box near the team. So people who used to watch me then and your friend say, Atija program, no. A lot of people would testify to it. Say, I was telling Ghanaians to say, even though say Ghana for and now you have Shri GDA now NPP Amanyoko, but NDC wasn't an option. I used to tell Ghanaians. We didn't go out and vote because Bawumia, but running mates of Kofano, Miamadi, Dr. Matthew Pokubebe. So no a Christian. So even if it was because of Bawumia, a Christopher Crown Kotwa Mane, Nanapona no one to a Christian and no sway. Master, you people lost the election because you people failed Ghanaians. Now must what thing? Now we must show the dorsal. Now general dorsal. Ya kasachira mokra na monte. Finance minister then Ken Oforiata. Now ya can another race for Papa Banu are in a white was look it on a bag or co parliamenters ako ready budget. Ya share budgets and no they ban no say. Now another race for another fire in your shade. Yet ha na na do kwaku fado ohini bi shuka so mesraw bra na bra be complete ya be de mai na do kwaku fado bia na no aka che se so ohini ne penentama wontu twumi kanko no enkosi ni shuku adan. And today these people are behaving as if they don't know what made them lost the 2024 election. Enough of because Bawumia was a Muslim, that's why Massa Ghanaians didn't vote for the New Patriotic Party 2024 because you people failed us. Mudi Yeriamo Bosha would even Santa for cry and Mano Swaya Kotua boom de Mamono Muba Bemon Dana Mobaya de Bois Santa for Ketia a first two and see what Mutumi complete. Now, so many yeska and Kotua Menade to one of San National Cathedral. Make a national cathedral. Nay, and another dank will go for the Bosha or not was in the radio. So call you channel. Taxpayers' money. And we'll go to Salmonano. A bit NDC by you, I'm sure you. I'm out for days. One woman could you say a visit to the far economy markets. As Swadina, ya kind NPP friends, the same thing NDC for you. Now, the Mama Mushron Camo. Nay, and do 2028. Namakata would run a buildings, I would run a mujuri gusabu besi to the far economy market. Moon danger na mobile Ghana for Yanka. As what they near footwana, Yadema NPP no mention the same thing. And I end this for you. Mammy was I'm the son from Mam Sisi and the money to say, open political party, a woman yard or press conference, who pay to chair for my MPP. Acha na what should be our press conference and then. Nanabi, I press conference. Nanabi mom should be. For some time now, he was so quiet. My name said because was our position be minute the Nanabi. What yes, here was your back to back now. Nanabi press conference our year enough a gold board who $1.7 million US. Just sending you know, sir, find you. I guess as a major fee and a Bank of Ghana governor Kwan and a bit me about say about church him. According to Nanabi was say, I idea acquire would run my money nine yet. Mumia quine mum from my idea. Will be national $1.7 billion US. Sasi Kaninano, Ashley and NDC for the what catcher almost says our press conference and not Sami Jefiba. It was insult to Ghanaians, the son said, Nagana 4 years to share accountability. Yet, seminal FMRCCA.
He disrespects the office of the presidency. He disrespects the institution of parliament. He disrespects every Ghanaian who was waiting for real answers about their $1.7 billion. A president who is supposed to believe in decorum has a duty here. A president who believes in respect for the Ghanaian people as a duty here. When an appointee turns a platform built for accountability into a stage of insults, a president who values or who is supposed to value decorum does not wait, he must act. So now you understand why the New Patriotic Party will not accept what Gold Board says is the final word on how the country lost $1.7 billion. You recall, under the New Patriotic Party, when the NDC were in opposition, through some economic decisions,
online.
The Bank of Ghana then, you remember that we were going through some hard times regarding our economy. We lost some 14 million. They branded the Bank of Ghana governor as a criminal. They branded the NPP as a group of criminals. They staged several demonstrations. Today, we are talking about $1.7 billion. And indeed, this loss is already accepted. In fact, what they intend to do is to divert your mind. Sami says it is not Gold Board. Bank of Ghana says yes, it is in our books. That is what they are saying. So there's a loss. There's a loss to your money, the public purse. There is a loss. So if few years back you branded the entire NPP as criminals, when we were talking about some 40 million Ghana cedis or so, today we are talking about $1.7 billion, 22 billion Ghana cedis. Kwanya nan say nan ka obetumi twa no hwere ba miensa nan nan no enne wan hwe anon hwere nkro edu ada yesi enisika ye dualization sani ye tre kwan mu no and ye wurakufu ado a wo hya ase ye tre mu no yesi enisika de enso yakobo ka o baabi 22 billion Ghana cedis. Enne emabunu nya bi nya wo de senka MPP mabunu kwa na won pa adwuma ya wow NDC fo enya adwuma nye oba wo hye bo se adwuma ba ko enipa miensa na be ebi kwa homache ebi kwa nopa ebi ko anwumre. Enne MP NDC MP wase mabunu nkoton indomie enne anwuma bia ni ho omun kreti hwe enne omu bubu schools bubu adanya eye commercial ene esi ediba besi bibi e friend 24-hour market na wo kwa 24-hour secretariat to a opani gusita no da na kobuso mo se ne ese mo na musi market yo se yebo yeni mo hwe o evri akachi so ye say niema e de esi na ya hwiri sika 22 billion Ghana cedis, $1.7 billion. Mr. The mighty minority, Munya Kukudro party tamachi, Munya Reshemu party tamachi, Munya Jumadin party tamachi, Munkum Komani party tamachi, and Huna a diatam, and Samba said, Be and one of my house, Etimi Kamoshe. Debbie, Etimi Kayenche. We are the elephant family. And any way in the baby you wakukudro. And ye busa and someone. A whole platform ye say ye dibu akunta Muntio and Trofo. A whole platform ye create your president.
Ebusia wa muside the elephant family na yes adie we and eba bebo wo mu hu anendrada press conference anana bi eye no e na yetie ni nyina no aba no na politics angase ebusia Samuel ade na so wo position na nya sana ba fast ba be mu na adane something which is there mama to aso fa mama me to aso there speaker Alban Sumane backbone and na chesa sabre papa we atena parliament house pass this time ne dia mra no mema no aye dwuma nkasa be 2 weeks mu ekeka kwani ene yenya ne say your man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama why a reshuffle at Sisiano James Agalga wafane say or no and by a majority leader na bra man penny ebe announce ye pe and as Speaker of Parliament show the ababonte I want to show extra say and ye man penny in the position so ababonte ebe announce obi a oba be minority leader na so obi a woba ababa majority leader emra wo honom and I was say man penny e wa samra no so aye adwuma aka kwan passion no aye party ni to say NDC amanyoko wo mu general secretary and I was sanko table letter tetenten na wodo koto ono Speaker of Parliament enim say e ya de just this time ne ya reshuffle ye pese bia nipa wo honom dada mama ya ge be say yi ni fi honom na ye de agaga mbomba na ono ebe replace no ba say ye man pani anya ne sa no otena social media show na say bia wo de beto social media show mbom say agaga nom and eba ababa majority leader ne de ono Alban Sumane backben wonji ntum sa nipa no oye acting majority leader and or the post man ye fan kasa Speaker of Parliament e say yentie ne nsem no enfemra sisi
The communication says acting because the president has no authority to communicate the change of the leadership of the House to the Speaker. And so it was actually done in error. This matter has come before the House a number of times. As a result, even in our current standing orders, we had to define the two terms, majority leader and minority leader. And clearly, majority leader, by our standing orders, says majority leader means a member of parliament designated by the majority caucus as their leader in the House. And as you know, the practice is that the party, under the hand of the General Secretary of the party, communicates that decision of the party to the Speaker. That is what has happened so far. And because of earlier disagreements, we had to relook at it, and we all came out with this definition, which is captured in the standing orders. I want to clarify this. So the procedure today may look different. That is why you still see the majority leader is still on his seat, because he's still the majority leader until otherwise communicated by the party and then decided by the caucus and the information passed on. Then you have the usual courtesies that we done on the floor.
Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumane Bagman, and I yet in seminar about what you say. One on a day, I say, majority leader that ye nimino no, and Mahama Yariga Noa, and a son now, and the majority leader. Now, said a man penny by your boy James Agaga, this one, no, and a baby majority leader. Ye, a man penny, Nejuma, and yon no was so babon saying, now Obabo be this any pano embra, a quite sure you were quite ya fasho, I was still see General Secretary, General Secretary, no, at the Abana caucus, no, so agree to it, and son and Nipano, Ebetimi Abba, majority leader, Abba, majority leader, as the Alba Miss deep position, no, Emma Fatan and Casa, ATP Atana, somehow double and Cata animal. What an Indian Abba Sumi, Jumeko saw that Romana, Dan Danino, Mr. Show and Jibidi Basso, Marita Musima, and Java for Cats of Femracia.
Wow, what a nice cars. So peka eye niti pa afeni eye free so edi abadia. Contact Dennis Garage. Hona benya ka etiapo a eye niti pa ato. Ka efeye eye latest models cars aba. So pe eye Honda CR-V and I said Toyota Tacoma. Toyota Land Cruiser, Sparks, and getting a Uba Nijina Ubenyabi Award Danis Garage. She say need to be quiet diaba, a Honda CRV, a hybrid engine capacity no 1.5 entry fuel, Uberhood Danis Garage, a TI Ahmadiyya opposite one more. Frewa Homa True for 0550 623377. Eho Anna Danis Garage, Ewo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is right. It's time for the Ghana Arts and Entertainment Awards 2026. You know what? It's time to honor the people that matters in this industry. This time is going to be glitz and glamour. All I need you to do is come meet us at the Estes Event Center inside East Legon Underbridge, right around the traffic light. It's going to happen on the 12th of September 2026. It's going to start at 6 p.m. for the red carpet and 8 p.m. for the main night. I cannot wait to see you there. It's time to honor the people that matters in this industry, and Ghana Arts and Entertainment Awards is here for that. Remember, it's going to be a night of amazing talent. I am going to be your host for the night, and I just cannot wait to see you there.
Headline sponsor, Time Herbal Mixture. Supporting sponsors,
EDEC SM Beaters, Give Us Herbal Mixture, Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, VK Tree Agrochemical,
media partners.
All right, into Danny's Garage, Ope, Kabiato, Wumua, Womubenye Bidia Mouse, and a police band for so, Ewo Honum Edema, Waposu, 822, no say, Ewan Sa, say, Ewo 9, Eo Koto J, Eo Sisi, Ewo Chinka, Seni, Dumpeni Adenina, and a Emu Echo J, Wawako Bobo, just a name Bunia Denino, would you police band maybe a massage, which is a pain sling, dear, Ebeba for me, but for my pharmaceutical shop and a second shop, we are, Utu nice to Honoma, when you be at Mama Pendu to Missy about Santa Kumasi, Ewo Honoma, Womo, H-Tron 0244582993, and a number over to me after Womo AC so ATP, my memoir.
Nana Yasawa Joshua.
Yeah,
yes, what drum now swear.
But yet, Daruma, and some men and
okay, then somebody de Bebrenana, but on him said the late say yes, Afoko Kantanka, and ne Kotia Sankan go on in fever, Quakan in view.
Oh, wow.
It's no now story manning in a echo PMO, where ye Puye Mountain, Eastern region, a year prison, or on Makwakoye donation. Metamaka say, ya just a full Nitimuno, or Makwakoye donation, Ediama or moi, and a crowd and Uko social media, dear a trendy ye papa. And see, and Ukwa day, mammy for daily banner, and function crater, Nina, as say, Nana be PMO, ever crater anymore, crater fire, a tosso, a year do back on the swa. Next a year minority leader, ya for your marking, or any phony edda crater, and kama then a crater in a elbow woman ye and not done as NPP Chairmanship no friends and for a shiemu nani pa said na wo kasa no a na b and a watch them kasa de so e wo my Ghana mo say ya fe no marking and after so yes a major fee hon sense ma ye gold board hon sense ma e so wo my Ghana mo say no one do mo gina NPP Chairmanship no e ka kire wo no ya fe no marking so mota na chi ye papa cause ade na wo ye ni kranya mie ni me ya de a ebeko ye Ediama woman a crater. A travel for Nikama, and so at the Aba and the daily banner more when you be a catafe to sudu Ekoni Duba Kuswa, Ubeti me and you become so at the Amaye. Now the Pimo so as yes, this was a mea more for fire chama wood to me, Nifoni da crata and name Kama, then a crata Elbohaman, yes, and more for. 20 years and so kwa try ban kukuma kwa Jumadiana Kwasho and Muse, and Konubet Mababa by National Chairman, Diama NPP Chairmanship, and then no, we see and we draw at the Frima and a class. Say Woman and so have Speaker of Parliament Babeni phone so that crat any come up. Na ye gold board Honson some $1.7 billion and they bought my Ghana Sikama next 22 million Ghana cedis no at my idea free one no and I watch him cast any menuya one more rabbit national neja one matimi ashushemu ye papa and a crat daily banner and so search home for ni come and so at the aba it's an anno pen 70 and a mabobom come and so at the amount but before the supreme nose people Alpha and Twasso. Now, Catafe Tosso a Yemian no. Nelson and Bini phony Ed has say, and nurse and truffle shimmers or Freya Jano Casano. and on say sika $1.7 billion US say Kwoko board say almost omukotongo de timi omatima kwakobo kasu pubrujano and the manu my almost man penny je de Mr. Major Fiso omomra do mo be check bibia enfama from A to Z wo mo be kire ekwan say sika na fa so eyira ye ne kratai oboho amane enso e wo hasan so e na eye NPP amanu kwanyakopon bo a won the 3rd year October year na seseja eye election no e ba be koso na ye Sylvester etete wo for a general secretary wo pese o ye trotro for penny edema eye NPP amaniko no kopie mo e wo ye North East region na wo share endorsement anasa amafo timi ko bu dompem wo hon mo say esi a wo yaje watum say eja wo betimi ababa ba ye say adwumade na trotro for ede amaye NPP amaniko ne krata so e bo ho amane enso wo ha sanso na po afoko ye nyina say wo ko national chairman ne krata e bo ho amane say no sanso ba NPP amaniko ma wo say akansie no esi wojina mutwitwe enekrata the supreme etwa homfo ni ka wanso ede aba pani a wono na da ye enela no eno ara na nkrata bebre na aboho mane so kopie mu nkramantem a yese demonstration chenche bi ese ekoso wo honom no ano ade ye papa ni nyina ne se enema bebre na ekoso wo honom asese ne enya ye papa enso amosre man pani je die ena no 2024 na omupe omoje no na enso eni ne so na ye pa na so 2025 2026 ni kronya menim sheda nko ye ntisi ano wo mu enyini from ma ese eja etua ne to ne krata the supreme aba hwamane enso e wa hantena no pensem ni bi so e na mabomu kama so e de ama wo no ma memfa the custodian e fanto so na krata fa e to so e miensa na samija mfinie afenyo marking susunye wo mo krata e do mani kama na krata e bo hwamane se e ye afenyo magnus wo aye ye samija mfien sama waka fa me ho ni nyina ye gold board won sensa be 2 weeks no man ga na mo so ye nya ya so enko adidie wa hase na krata e bo hwamane se no eye afenyo makin watimi esi we samija mfie ne krata so ebo ho amane enso wa ha sanso na nsema seseye na bi e kan ade for sa 1.7 billion US fa gold board wo se wo mo sere pani manum ya eye samija mfie ne ndi samanuko ne mra no mo be kirekire bu ye kwan asika no e fa so eyira ye ne krata ebo ho amane enso wa po afoko wo de enra tinse no ano so bete ye ne forms na ene e files na ne kratai esanso ebo ho amane a wo kirem ka se wo hye body a kire Ghana ne NPP amanuko ni nyina se nyakopon bo na otimi be national chairman de ma NPP amanuko nyakopon bo a eye 3rd eye October ya wo be hye se nyakopon bo 2028 na enkunidie pe sopa ye beba eye NPP amanuko ni se da be Dr. Bawumia ye betimi na ne to esi ekunya ne so nyakopon bo a 2029 ne kratai so ebo ho amane e wo the custodian mu ma me for the new center efa entwa so en so be piem ha se so na se babin ne sema wo kan efa sika eye 22 billion Ghana cedis eye gold board ho sensema se etwagu o my Ghana mu ase ya enam so am ye siw eye samijan fino en o se de nya do betena honom ama sa nema we akwatra senti se ano wo bo baba betena so na ejo mo hwehwem ye papa en krata eso kan wasem so wa ha na no ada is a poafoko abrese se wo de eye ne forms no ekono en se wo kika nsem bia wo kire ka se wo baba ye campaign chinchirin wo baba tini wagu monten so ade bi obetima ye de abo NPP amanuko no watim de abo Dr. Bawumia na nyakopon bo 2028 nkunimdi akode amano no wo beye ede amano se de be ya wo no eya powafoko no ebetima bo ma party no asanso etimedi nkunimbiam nyakopon bo a 2028 ne kratai ebo ho amane wo the new center saso ena obepiem osoro na sasem dada na na bi ni nsema wo kan gold boss ka chichiri dia se sa yida wo honom no na wo chem ka se de manimu ya wo mo de mo ta eya afenyo mark se chi ye papa de na wo ye no wo mo de wo mbo hono sa no enfama wo bo cause de wo ye na betima bo ye papa ama 2028 no kra no ekunimde etima kwode ama omo a because the NDC amanuko ni ye ni kranyam ye ni me ya de ompese omudu o my sika o my Ghana esika ne kratsa the new center so etwa hofoni kama so ede abaitena no pensem ni bi so na mabomu nyina kama so ede ama wo no ma me for the national voice for ento so enu so be piem kratsa ni ma na samia me wo for ye chama wontumi ni foni da kratsa ni nyina ye hwerim senke ja ye papa enka ye third ye obekokọ Nyankopon born the 15th ye October ne so Nyankopon born 3rd October so na ye dwumadi ana se ye abato no eba bekọ so si ano redrop de free chairmanship ni ma ne kratai etwa ho foni kama so de abaka makama ni foni da kratai ni kama sanso na ye parliament ana se baben esusu kire mu se sika twitwiri dia se good brother yes am je mfia ono ene da no wo kwa kwaton a watimi akwakobo ka no ye 1.7 billion US dollars no wo hwe ni mu se je mo betina so no ma sha ase hwehwe sansem ni nyina mu ne kratai so de ho foni kama so de abasa so na ye Mustafa Hamid esuni foni da hase na ne sama waka ni nyina wo kratai ni se no be pie mo man ga na mu ase ya ye Christianity and afensu Muslim na yade a twema mentwe bi ekoso ye papa ye wo kroma se na anu ade nyina be kai na kopie mo Wesley girls a na ekyirem se wo ye Oye Muslim ni a wontimi enko sa sukuu ni bi we na so ma na ka say ye NPP amanuko no kura Dr. Bawumia na so amafo bebre na ka say na oye Muslim ni no wontimi lead NPP amanuko ndakika ni nyenti na kwa akoye say ye ba ni Muslim na say fie bi e wo ho no besere ye ba sa na e ma na ntimi mmoa e ma eye politics no ntimi enko na ni me ne kratai so e bo ho amane enso e wo ha ma me for daily statesman so e fanto so eno so be pie mo kratai ni so a na say na no da ye say 2017 ya ma peni dada na adranko akufu ado adu show boado gaga Jack Toronto wo ba bebo no wo ka kire Ghana fo nyina so wo de ye free senior high school e de ba bebo a wo fo se de be ye nkwa ni ko school fees na nya de a wo mu ebetimi atwie bi na omo odisa adwumadie e ba o man Ghana mu ase na mfie nkurunia 9 years ni we nam so ama CPS for so mo ba be hwehwem se sa free senior high school na ba ye no etima boa ye ya na sa entimi emboa enche bia no eye results ne baba bonte ne kratai so etwa hofoni kama so de abasa so na nsema na bi ka dia fa eye gold board ho eye 1.7 billion US dollar osisi ano wo mo no be kirekire mu ye kwan of sika no mutimi koton gold a wo man Ghana ama Ghana kwa me kroma Ghana ye timi koton gold boka wo kroma so so wanti bi da ene kratai daily statement ne kan wasem so ewo ha be de Ghanaian publisher de eto so eno so be pie mo kratai ni mu so a esa boche Egyapong wonu so ni fo ni eda asese ano no so wakwa for ne form sa Yakopon bo me se 3rd year October no ampa ye bedwa wa NPP amanuko numa enye fedi agoro ene krata ye twonimfo ni kama eda beto krata ni mo krata fo a to so eye miensa sanso ena obepie mo krata fa to so eye wotwe so a nesa fanyoma kinye wo se yesa meja mfini ntokwa ne mo aye dinye papa enye fedi agoro baben amagana fo nyina atiase ena titiri minority ni say eye sika 22 billion eye Ghana cedis eye de ko eye mrofusi Ghana dollars mu dia na say 1.7 billion US dollars no enya do mo be hwe ne trasa wo mo ba betina sansem no hwe ene ensem no e ka wasebo so wa ha ma me for daily searchlight fan sorry nkrata ni nyina so eno so be pie wo krata ni ma na say eye krata fo to so eye wotwe no na 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 bi ni fo ni da krata ni kama na ni sama wo kan yen na make was offer trafo na wokasa na wose galapsi esati atese ewo man Ghana mu asei no ye ma pani je die hye ye bosen ko ba ya pe 120 days no enko be hwa masa galamse na tuoti me twa wokro masa ma yensuo no eni etima che kroje e de ma sa so ne asase no eso betimati epo a ye dua de ebetimi ayeye na so e kame ese ye ma pani je die de ne tu se akunya ne so no afa kwa na galamse na akanya no huye ba pa yo man Ghana mu tonto ndo so wo kan esusu biem se endi sama ni ko ye ma pani je die eye na bengalamse ne se abejinse mu ankasa ene kratai abo ho mane enso watima menyina ensama aye daily statesman searchlight the buy and some say na bi kafa galamsi asesati atese wo man Ghana mu asei no na me fan sorry nkratsa ni nyina so na na ya sewa fa de aka nyina fa beto so ba yeti for dane den no moje brete ku maso online TV and our face so friends of KTV Yakopon bo achina ye Thursday yes so ebedi shemu e wo fidie ma na ya sewa
okay hana ATP meda was say some hodra ba won kratsa ni wodi ne nyina aba som yen communicators for today so I radio mobile betna say na ya twetwe nkomo ede afa sama hodra ekoso ewo yaman Ghana na Paul Afoko HS still na national chairman wojina ne naso ankasa yemfa NPP amanyoko no ensi na beti na womo na party ntumi mra bemu 2028 according to Paul Afoko say indiscipline ade acha say eha NPP ni ye papa mintumi ni wenye adwuma we kwata we yechi we ni menkasa we ni menye we asasa ade no e na e destroy party ni nyame ya adom na so tumi ebe ye national chairman na enkabom ya ade ebetumi abo nto be make sure say we timi waka me biada e koso NPP amanyoko no nyina no obeputi a stop to it na fe enkabom etumi abo na party no etumi aba be mu 2028 yentie Paul Afoko ne nsem ni nyina no mfemra sisia.
The pain of CCI, the level of indiscipline now.
Yes.
Well, antidote to that, so be a chairman
is discipline. The opposite position of indiscipline is discipline. I am disciplined, and I will not allow indiscipline, because any party without discipline now it's not a party. It is a tug of war. It requires discipline. Now, if the other side one more unite with their full strength, one more train ahumano. Now say who this side are indisciplined woman obi wo ho say nipa no a woman no meneno yamfi the same side of the party intimate train some on train another one so which you say what time ye didi wo party mu wa mama bi enti main train wona wo didi ye train. Indiscipline, no. And so there'll be no unison in effort. And if there's no unison in effort, that's a ye train a humano. Ye train power na ye train wo. Not that ye train NDC across the line so that we have won. Ye fanshe ye train say a huma ye train. This disciplined approach, united disciplined approach, is to pull power to us. That is what it's all about. Intermediate say woman intimacy na say nyame ebua, and they direct me to come back as chairman of the party. Discipline, they can rest assured. I've shown them enough discipline. No party no himself me. I am disciplined enough, and I am patient as well, and I don't act emotionally.
By insisting on discipline, also may be a problem, because I've heard the argument say the NPP's DNA, a man for a trauma drain, a party, open to sometimes even very aggressive debate.
Yes.
For so much trauma drain, they don't want to always to a particular line. Say executives and you're saying this will be and you find even when you decide to say okay, party members cannot just go out and speak. People will go like and all of that. Is it not a difficult task to instill discipline in a party like the NPP?
You see, MPP, our DNA is what you are trying to describe. But when you now come to the situation, say, more pray for Tumia, you need to know your limits. Everything has a limit. So we are lawyer.
Yes.
There's a limit. There's freedom of speech. When I say me call cinema, a cinema hall, and I say me call nightclub. Now I call lock doors, and I start shouting fire, 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 and people panic. When we call down what to, they injure themselves trying to escape. Is that freedom of speech?
No.
Into coming back into party. No, remember our example, the late Dr. Buzia, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not quoting him, or say, the beauty of democracy in a party is to allow and to give the right to even one dissenting voice to speak. Even one to speak. It is a Obia who has a different view or Kasa.
Yes.
Everybody can speak. Let's listen to everybody. Then we distill the ideas, distill them, and come out with a superior idea which encompasses all of us, our suggestions, and give it to the public. Now say public to ho, now woman who say, we can control, manage ourselves. How can we manage a country? How can we manage a country? So there were dissenting views, sir. We do it behind closed doors.
Online.
Vigorously. As Buzia said, vigorously. We defend the right of the individual to even go against the majority, and speak their mind. And then we try to let the person understand that there's a superior argument.
Yeah. But that should not be done in public.
No, you don't wash your dirty linen in public. We pay to attitude now. You wash it inside your bathroom and hang it to dry. It's I don't know how to put it anyway, but may so say what here for anybody thinks that they have a better idea. Woman from there.
And you were talking to us about the 3 R's. What are the first 2? The last R.
The last R is to recapture power. Now recapturing power, no. Me call around and let me explain. Ma will be say. You don't wait until general election 2028 to recapture power. That's not how you recapture power. The first day I want with the Tumebe Mami say, Kotuna Kunyano so, we start the process of recapturing power. It means Nancy, lots of businessmen, our time in power did not enamel us to a lot of them. Your policies were things that they felt were not appropriate. That's one. We have
Paul Afoko say freedom of speech ewo ho no mi nkyerɛ sɛ fa camera besu w'anim na bedi atem bra na bekasa etia wo bi eno ne nye freedom of speech say de bi ekasa NPP there they believe so much in democracy na anu adakrom koye democracy is an attack demonstration na enyasem ketwo se ne be a party na duro no indiscipline just enyasem ketwa wa mo nye discipline kitikiti say nyame ya dom na wo ba be national chairman edema the new patriotic party e ya de obe make sure so be discipline woman no de wa ye bi da obetumi aye. And when it comes to that position the ankrofo a wo mo pre no enya asam keto Jombo Edu so e ya de achese wo gyina mu ye papa wono so e hwa se Ghana fo na se delegate e wo the new patriotic party mu no emre no so a wo mo edi kokrobotin be to abade ama sa so da bo ache Agyapong so e gyina ma wono so e press wo be ba be national chairman won to be there. Unfortunately and there or the ababo nte say e ya de a was step it down we say en sa wo ma wo de no said the near America Kwani idea ya and yadia womo eba aba be free no and to the Sabre communicators for today Wama Baba Tanasia yeba aba betri and come face our menu ekasa edema NDC amanyo konuma mana kwa aba face out Bibia bako die online ye do ba dia say niam to say when this wona mububu niam or in the name of 24-hour economy market no
madam me can say yeah you can say you bubu old market na you build modern market bonnie ben and say like enyana
it is not about say enye but at least ube bubu market you need to communicate with the people pe baby ma wo mo na wo mo nkotena ba won so ye preocupe I will win asem na mika just say MP aba bonti abe condemn you NDC MP mu a they didn't communicate with the people. What would that surely occupy on my you on my day? See, 24-hour market. Now, Momo Banbosha, but they say, you know,
can't say. I package of the 24-hour economy.
Hey, but Debbie.
For instance, say time and I KG to Dubai. Now I market too. So you make pa.
Oh, but you pay baby the ma
and videos and I market. But I'm clear who you know, and I
say, who pay baby the ma once. Uba Bejiri.
And I make her say, there's no way between my say a zero communication for answer.
Oh, now, so I trying to tell me the MP is lying.
Oh, now say sometimes say, oh, how information back out no. A bit my say, what can say, Babu could not sanity.
Okay.
It could be say, Nipa is much on queer way no, uncle good you know. Maybe you know the information cause say, or move quit on the abaso be demolished. So sometimes how information about
online.
Because I don't think there will be zero communication before say demolition be back. Debbie.
But at least, baby, my woman, want to me so I preoccupy me beyond the name of some maybe 25.
Yeah, clear old market near building modern markets.
Into my food building, Kakra, can we dreams and move 24 hour market?
When he may, who say on a mayor, or yes, size be or clear. Who say no, who say why if you want to say,
well, Ben, then I, almost 60K, and yes, what microwave with the Biana, where that once I dear fit abina a woman you do anything. Mrs. Sadia, men casa bonisio, men casa bonisi, me church a maternity for men casa bonisio, Manus is swimming so, but trust me, damn me, them and Sako show more TNGO, and as I know. Sometimes let's do things the right way. No doubt about it.
Yes.
But why the papa?
But says Bonibiansi.
It's a young man obiti loto kios mo benya 60,000 Eddie ababe.
But say there be make complaints say una Ghana nyefena Ghana e person na say. So we are trying to make things better for us. That's what you say.
Okay, Mama Saudu, so I'll Masaudu, NPP communication. Masaudu, baby, Aboko.
Yeah, baby, Aboko.
Baby, I'll feel Baboko, dear. Okay, yeah, that Obadia say. Young Remwe, don't be distracted by me. Tells of your markets to pursue 1.7 billion gold board loss. Mamma shall see if free Masaudu chain.
Madasa na mache fo nyina including mo amoye adwuma o Class FM say Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Kachire afenya mark said don't be distracted e mean ne ma bibili
okay but your be mic ne ma me kakra wa
since over majority leader and as a minority leader bia o problem.
Okay.
Because you are fighting against majority.
Okay.
And the term piano, so when you are near dia, winchini. Nipa ne bebre eka say, oh, onsua JH Mensanum, o nsua we, ebia na omo kasa no. Omo hu JH Mensanum leadership. Omo hu Papa Uso Ankumanu leadership.
Okay.
So omo hu JH Mensa leadership in 1996 omo hu say na e fire kora che we.
Okay.
Judgments are no akokra, but now a fire we.
Okay.
Because African politics, you know, nipa no obi a war power ne ya dia. O tem bi opeso using the numbers e ye de ope.
Commercial online.
E be favor no nko adia obetimi I using the power e dey aye.
Okay.
Enti no ono tunu for say de wo ye no. Oh encheri bia amon for cracker say oh ye pese ye sesa no. Na omo on support Dr. Bawumia nti ye pese ye sesa no. Ena ma Vice President say no kina say don't be distracted. Adwuma na wo ye no kwaso ye. Because me ye minority leader na me kwada na me danya na say oh wo kra ye ma be sesa wa. O so wa ya kra adwuma na kra no e be start ai dey. E be bafo. Because anade na me ye nti a ye pese ye dey ye sesa me. Nti na Vice President Shannon Cran say he shouldn't be distracted. Juma na awoye no. Said we see holding the power, the party, the government into accountable. No, ye need to because I will share NDC NPP. No share number NDC for what. So we there be a canon. Obviously, the minority will have their say and the majority will have their way. And no matter how over canon, they can use their numbers. But you just drum it. Na Ghana fontie de o waso no betie de o te wase no beto wase de o te wase no o nte wase ko Ghana politics na ye no enwuma ye o de na utie se o ka se o se oni mi nyake to yi ka sei ana me ofa si wo se o ye pese kumase ye fe
Commercial online
ke o so no ya bubu no wo se ba bia ye bu no ho aye fe ho da me fa ba mi hu ne fe e wo ho no because mum penti ho mum cleaning ho no so bubu ade na ja no ho sa na ho no nso asese a ho ayefe me hu ne fe
okay
but me problem ya na me wo sa na ma no ho ne say omotimisi container na won say onam car kwan ho a your pedestrians way omotimisi na be pedestrian way no it is a onam kra this a wusi car kwan no it is not about the Ghana BFO where it is about saving life because nipa no me esa me fa pedestrian way no wait be na esa me fa car kwan no na kwanya driver ni bi ase bi one year obetimi da ba pem kra to go tell so sometimes you know those things you know ehu hia but some say ya add human life kakra to it because that was okay ebia ya suja to say aswasi die nipa na see the bank wa operate also ba be 24 hours economy you need a bank or hodada so ko bugu adina onya bibia because already you need a bank for the 24 hours economy because they will be trading throughout the night and they need money ntinya afa na obefri aboabo so ko eduma ko yiska it is a bank wo ho no ma abetuma aboa the 24 hours economy nti adeta mubu bank but okoka obanye obi a obetima ka so na fe but the bottom line is we all use our common sense. So what you say? Ye nipa abo nipa. Obo ye wie no. Wa my common sense. Wa my nyansa. Say ye use nyansa na ye de. Ye nya de. Obi timi kwa asore dem. No ya ka yen so o ma me na ye. No akotwe aba na obo no. Obi so ha wa kwa ye so o ma me na ye. Wa mfa nya adwuma because obi use no common sense. Say me ma me na ye me say. Mama owo me na afi was ayeme but obi kwasa ntina me kura me yi nti tambia no as a human beings no we also say tambia you use common sense say ukọ se sanso a so onim se sanso ha ai kuroki tuwe bi na e ho no ye double road no ye tue sika ma wo so omumuru because akwa earmarked as a government land. But Brunini in his common sense, you say, you can say two sankofu will be bria, a big creative problem. So, though there be a more bank capano, they effect but or more check a crown, or more consider more as ya honor. And you know, as I said, we me free a final dinner, maybe a honor. And you know, Dr. Mahmoud Samana, what kind of because I or I say, one fa Samiji free in court. So one fan online. To my knowledge, a fair much your lawyer, as your mark is your lawyer. Dr. Mahmoud in your lawyer. Into your no your lawyer, but a lawyer for be court. What did I be because I mean him, because your court, there's no fit your court. You tell me what's that? I'm for court. Say yes or cast around or didn't call court. Maybe or best steady near maybe I share. Do's and don'ts be and son of the other day. What the back of yes, sir. Ufiti, I layman, what you was some command another like as I way there. Mother, read all but you are over. Into I don't think, sir. Dr. Mahmoud never got a fair market, so fast I won't go court. Okay, as a lawyer, no one name say, as somebody the catcher, no. When about a lawyer beers in your person, there's some court no could default. And he said, or they never court or they never go on fanning one fanning court. Okay, so would you agree to it and answer what for suffer in your markets is you, Sammy Jenfi? Was you, Mrs. with the whole expression? Maybe they mean come home. Or Mummy, no man or myself. The fair markets by no more but channel and all. Okay, and maybe at the cocoa soon because I don't know the genesis of. But see, I was soon because of some friends said, into one and all over cocoa can answer. Okay, so what I want to a thermocula now is it thermocula crack and say, Gabayan comment now sees your master my better chance or make a court because I'm a cockota. Back and forth, to all you know, all of them they are friends. Political difference. We mean but when you come to communication in Ashanti region, say Abdallah, all those people, no minimum, Dodovi, we are fine. While I say, no call FFU or Patasi, we are not motor, so no about Tiro or Sinofi. No, I know administrator because politicians, we are not enemies. Okay. And you know, I think, say, call overboard or be better, like I said, I'm for Konamiko clearly. Okay, Masaudi, yeah, that's yeah. Face out. Don't be distracted. Bawumia tells Afenyo Markins to pursue 1.7 billion gold board loss. We are now what the Afenyo Markins are with you. Yes, I'm doing for the I was for bear. I think past 1 month in some AJ
ntre how television ni radio social media baby and say good board aboka but me ade ba ko me ma ho ni say NPP as a political party opposition no mo no kra no mo modern wo obi opposition I was say who criticize the government now like put the government on his toes because we say good board make a statement say the report about say we generating 10.8 billion Ghana cedis amount in Ghana with the assistance of Bank of Ghana. They mean say oh if you say scale more the heading and then come also mudio. But here's the case said what's a good board about 1.7 billion dollars. Now madam I think that's one thing. If you to be more moon cancer.
But say NPP before the car you.
Oh,
a report said no. IMF reported by it. And when they read it, and woman they better about but you are making it look as if that's woman no more because a gold board about. But they are not the ones that said it.
Thank you.
And the very person that started this was KennedyAgyapong. On crowd more be you. The only thing he said was say Yaboka.
And I'm saying,
and
I'm saying, that be Bassy or Kisian will be so can I be crackers.
But
so I don't know, you won't come away, in common. So, common now was Yaboka 1.7 billion. Air reporting, sister. Reporting in brother reporting in 182 pages. So you scaling it down by matters related to a carbon seminal numbers now. 47 pages. Sorry, 45 pages. Now, 182 pages. No, you have a good body doing 47 times. And you scale it down now. 45 pages now. You have a good body 18 times. Madam, so reporting in IMF. Good board and so in IMF me boy. And I say yeah the annual report about bonting a institution be home how I handle the books so I work or make it profit and I make it progress here sometimes there are technicalities but say kabwa masters in economics and send away with the as a institution we work say report now so when you raja can report in here so a portion baby anyway is a good board aboka bibi sa anyhow the closest thing a fast idea a paragraph 13 or say beginning across a domestic good purchase program operations have generated significant losses for BOG losses in 2024 or through for started so okay can we chat beginning of the paragraph nejao unso mo so cross 2024 losses biaba $400 million MPP kan wasem o ma granted press ani ade eno achi yana na bi kra yi bi this your boy
KennedyAgyapong kroma de wa kan
wasem bi o mo kan wasem afanyama kan wasem now or say losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and asset fees paid to good board we know o mo cha say any say good board aboka no na me pacho I ha say am we some for the advert ba ma moye mo he say obi the advert aba on your company on its own or the advert about say your man now I'm head of Moska because I don't know so we money free there yes so my money free money ska so I'm Moska say your advert with mommy advert oh yeah why yeah or no they buy no who advert no anything wajeltu which means nisika no tu ya no when you so come and when you value the money so say later na sa ye record sa company no the advert ba say your man no or record do no chero say ye bi man no sa company no record losses e on the books are losses and say why losses
me too
there's the question out there me brother Penny why losses
you are talking about two companies Gold Board and Bank of Ghana are the same institution. We know you are buying institution.
And
we know you are buying institution.
Bosom I sorry I first one annual report to Bana say Auditor General yeah auditing now on books ni mumu.
But the same sca. IMF for catch us. Start here. And no catch say Bank of Ghana. Say we are mostly here, you know, and the Kababa.
You can't put them in the same place and you no crash.
And your government is which?
Dabi. As a matter of fact, 2025 at the end of the year no Auditor General report no or state or the reporting by no good board they make a surplus and I say in fast war of 5.46 billion Ghana cedis So company any institution has made a surplus of 5.46 billion. So where is the loss you are talking about?
So if we should understand, you are saying we should blame Bank of Ghana and then take Gold Board out.
And I make us say the claim now is here the baby and say for the AI generated signboard in Abanen Tadi in Abba say Gold Board 1.7 billion be a can. And I'm say and I'm saying me can say more be to say. In 7 now I'm wanting say Gold Board now about 1.7 billion. And ya there no credit. I am from can be that. Say Gold Board about 1.7 billion. What is the answer now? A propaganda. If you say even minority than cry friend and I say what is the assembly MPP paying for and I say will be about or defend this assembly and I say will be to me as the say report now I made a ban and I say I make us a good board about can proof ni will be to me for BBC and I say the I'm for the kind closest thing to date and I say losses accrued on gold trace are a combination of service and assay fees paid to Gold Board. I say if it's not make sure say Gold Board or heading or gold a free ASM what is artisan small scale miners for no now they heading what the amount Bank of Ghana why export it or the money so that's kind of say who discover am say me go to adem ro now me discover go to adem aba na me dey abrewa losses ba me who discover man kwankwa ira no me da go to adem aba nti losses aba me na my risk am. You can't attribute that losses to me. And I may come what I say.
Parliament to say we just need to relax and then I'm coming there. We just need to relax and see where Speaker of Parliament Albert Sumana Bagbin today my baby could do no. That is when we will know say a Gold Board and Abokano and I say a Bank of Ghana. But still a Bank of Gold Board Moya Madi Bank of Ghana they
they can't. Madam. So
I asked you. Don't be distracted. Bawumia tells Afenyo Martin to pursue 1.7 billion Gold Board loss. That was the question.
It shouldn't be distracted. Because on him said I'm off with the affair markets. Okay, wow, I'm off where you say, and don't be distracted. And no, no, catch on. Well, woman, I say good. I'm off what I got. Was it good? You know, one fan court. Now say no more guy. But issues of I can't say obesity. But it's as a result of but on a social media fee call join news. Interview. Nada a panelist.
Yeah,
yes. And I can't say the reason why I'm out for and I say exactly my kind of say let me brain so I want office say what make loss near say they are an allegation say or ban offices with this report they make say so obviously you that particular way so now you the magana for
my 10 million US
my 1 million Ghana sorry my 1 million US dollars 10 million Ghana cedis. And I'm saying, me say me adwuma me sa unfita it me minstro bimbo fi say me wieska and I me niska so on extortion allegation iba mu no and from that time that feel na was you there now I can say my minority leader obi aka say kakraka we have to so what it hon kuti Bible verses chere say Yakopon ye kan asem to no so na den man enye there be we were the time now say dey koro we were the time
I asked you the two questions together.
You cannot ask two questions together.
No, who now the bedroom to the room na me be say see na Afenyo marking issue Samije if do you agree to it and I catch him say and only the Afenyo marking decision you cannot have Afenyo markings what to do. So I am surprised you are saying you haven't really asked you this question
because if you ask me about Afenyo markings and 1.7 you are not asking me a question what can I what's the MPP for when you ask MPP for a debate about Gold Board. So I say yeah na say o ma boka.
Okay, you bring your time in because man be doing time
to tell me when you are asking me a question you should be MPP for more Gold Board no mu hu ni say but I say on Afenyo markings there that's why I say so was but I don't ask my worker say
no I don't know. Okay, let yen jump just go straight to the point na yen
say gold board kana or we work can say yeah na yeah can. I think you corrected him say yeah na yeah can. IMF reports and what can say
na IMF reports enimu sa say gold board aboka
man no see na time no
so bro for you the buy we ase yeah you na the quick school so what I say into school na wo kwai no bro for na okay no be na me kan into no yes your indirect speech you just say on say mebre enter me kan no into no what's 2024 yeah can yanka ho a cabo ho asem 2024 ka a good Bank of Ghana can Sami Jeffrey ya ho press conference now 2024 we say Bank of Ghana boka 400 million we me press of am ya ka asem no kura ma na twem da enti nya na afi san kofa 2024 ba ya ka 2025 de and 2026 de aba say gold border boka ma na the scenario na wo ma no am for the enti o mo kan so o mo di kan won mo say mo no Bank of Ghana ni gold bond business na mo ye about gold no e de kabeba ena e koba ya na e kabaye you can instead of ma say bia obi koye advert na obi you know o ya obaja
online
na only government institution ya de because the enter make also omo ye the same because omo nyina ye aban until they work together you can also pay gold board from Bank of Ghana because that is where they get their money to trade. So that's here. And you say, who Tibin can say, yeah, gold board in the Omanian Faso, but Bank of Ghana need the Oma Boka. Say Bank of Ghana, you see, secret trade for gold, and there is a debtor. Not to say, gold board, Bank of Ghana in Ghana, Aboka, and Ghana is seeker, 400 million about Bank of Ghana. No, well, some of the press conference, no. Was it Ghana for say NDC for Casado do, and yes, almost Casado, but I Ghana for seeker. I ain't never to yes, I can. So a canaba, whether say a gold board, a young fan say a gold board, a Bank of Ghana, a canaba.
Okay.
And the canon, menu me and Nunebetia, and a can was him. Into some Bank of Ghana, much so gold board and walker. Because of say, Sammy James is your darling boy. Mon person be better treno. So mo person we somewhere around the land, I see a macrane, Sammy James na asamokra yaba. Ama omo ka say eno omo de pressure city no my amoma hwe yi a e de kabeba ama ese ko aba no ka say won ye bio meboa so yeah they say maboka and kind of boy no it is through the gold and a canaba and it was in your gold board na aboka me na onya adwen Ghana for so na onya adwen sam jefi aton gold aboka and then they will come back cry. What not to go there?
Aboka, yeah.
In any case, yeah, the NT assesses the Okanino. And this is an IMF report to him because Omina so IMF report no. And auditor general report no so they buy no. Good board books no a carbon a surplus of 5.46 billion.
Now that's how much my mistake.
Bawumia say
that's how much my mistake.
Bawumia say Bawumia say
oh yeah ready.
I can't say Gold board I generated 10.8 billion Ghana cedis. Sorry, 10.8 billion US dollars. Now you find say any small arithmetic. You find say
what about on a car? Gold
board website say it is there. You can see it. And now they are men say NPP for now I'm not them track I to my shot you know.
Okay,
to my 10.8 billion US dollars. Bit Marco gold board right here. You can go there and check. And the baby report on books are
question.
This is the contributions of Bawumia. I will say
question.
So you don't
about social media.
I can't say massive online cedis to dollar no about 10.9 no Mumujan be 15 cedis no and then
don't go there what and drop what and aha so what do you say 15
40%. Oh mathematics now run here 15 40%. We are mathematics now running here 15 so if I say 14
yes I find say no say
14.7 and Amujan 14.7 and Amujano no kwame before so $1 no abafom
kwame na befa so and the practical because I don't have to go to social media to not go to social media. I said I'm who's a for.
Over check it. I amount tonight. So Mr. Frank, so go forward. I just was generating 10.8 billion. If I'm the first one, it is there that I'll see. And I
over to check on social media. Over to back what Sana be bonus. I never do a form.
If I can be one,
see this. And Jenna Fako.
And I'm say,
me call friends liar. They are not saying no. Me call bank I different. So don't tell me that. That's what I'm going away.
You know, sometimes you check online the price, the current price, you see it there. And not just so you mean say revenue was put you in the books of which why then when we say a balance because the equity number the same scan number the same look this again and who see guy then aba I just say revenue now omunya free gold me tony so wo say anya no kra me hu dia opese wo kire
me nka say me say yeah be yeah kra that's what I'm telling you me yeah hu sika but I say ma na da wanya faso ada Ghana ayi waka opani na go born na sika but sika no kwato
opani sika egu 10.8 billion me kire wana
ada opani faso ada o ya baka
opani egu 10.8 billion me kire wana
o say
10.8 billion now good body buying. How much you tell my man? You could match on what you.
That be move go to Bank of Ghana there. And
I make sure say Bank of Ghana no bank BIS spending. Bank BIS spending no Bank of Ghana almost boama inflation ko form. Almost stabilize this year, almost stabilize here then you see no. Bank of Ghana $1. Before I say Bank of Ghana be $1 or no. It comes at a fee. Omo boka ase no money $1 no dey stabilize the CD no fi say so be kwa man on here yes sa Bank of Ghana ntimi $1 so buza say kwa man for so nya sa $1 no kana e man say cost le bam omo dey den omo dey get $1 no what you say so those accounts any one say they be accounting cost obetimi aya dey for say we business the money spent on it no everything I 1.7 billion but revenue no be generating about 10.8 billion what if me 9.1 billion US dollars and once and making. So why is the loss? So going by the books and the numbers, no, Commander Wood in Mamu has say. It's America said there's nothing like loss. Say God bought about 1.7 million. There's not 1.7 billion.
Yeah, they are I'm a father. Faisal. Some just saw my mistake. Some saw my mistake. Some just saw my mistake. Now I don't saw my mistake. Some just saw my mistake.
Then my mistake.
And no ma. Counter attentive to Sorry, I was because of Marco Kumne to Mama. What about what TikTok and Namuka channel? Or something our kind of white channel. TikTok and 32. Or something I might know. I'm going to take TikTok. Maybe I said I was about here.
Before one thing is Amura film. South 2016 tactics na Omutimi Chantro, Tunipaso. Mana Yahono, a chamoon. Some Mama Koyan confirm. Mama, that was confirm. Then, what I am confirm. Me from away no. Ya frost ngron budget skase na expand wo.
Baby so wa.
Me musa wan ho.
Ona so ban ti ko abakora confirm me ho. Oba ko confirm no ha.
Budget send na. Esta.
Budget na. Wa do no ba wo ye janzi. That time na musa.
Ena me busa se na
That me see me club na mo ye no. Oba ko no emu ha.
Eja. Asama na wese se na wusa. Say wo kwa asoro kan Bible. Ye tro Bible na uni ho. Ba wo Bible hu nsem bi.
Ba enti
the fact say uni won interest say utimi jindi
na Bible dey
documented.
Ya ka say mistake.
It is documented.
About say Bible dey mistake.
Idea is documented.
It is documented. And this for documented na krobe da wo. And they say me club na mo here.
Omo pai mama. Opposition. When this.
Muko
minus so
ama ya chuo me say
who claim say confirm budget sana na down budget skase spend
26 kra America.
This is our propaganda.
Propaganda.
Anyway, deputy communication officer for NPP. I can say, Obe or you also bempa. I'm the same and some about
who agency. Koko Gwako. So Marco Yan. How do you mean by agency? Something that some people also say propaganda. Are they propaganda? Are they propaganda? Not just NPP agenda propaganda. Okay, koko akete na why. Say dey propaganda. And I want who. Akoko akete mo so marry.
Ofori krom kra be chebi open.
However,
ofori krom be chebi.
Mo say
ofori krom
obi anya say.
Ko MC
obi anya say.
Ko MC office.
Ko MC office.
Afu dey be anim kwa san kwa. Akoko mi
no one could come to
say, and I'm say, no, but can I say, Uti, Opani,
of course, I don't quite a more. Uncle Comian, where for the family?
Say,
Uncle Comian,
say, you can't say, you do command a sound, so oh, can't see me own. I am on Semu, I'm 40 show. I was a once a Mabecano, in Yan so. Sasama Wekano, Ebo Simuka, Yan to Mohau. Asama can also say, oh, maybe Asama making if you saw online. Babi say the population me who intina make an wase. But what mean tell me more stream can say. Matthias say more to me better now. Oh, you can go and make dirty bang. Met. What one? Yeah, to your program. Your brain box. You search and you find. Yeah, your program. You see what you be about. Also put my tail for group. And I'm saying dirty bang. What's that for them go? You search and you find. What's your programmer? You who say? And I'm saying I can hear who say. And I'm saying my dirty bang. And it was all over there. Which any mienu over come me who ye. Obi anti mienu. Na me say, nko kwa mienu ye dey point farm. Nko kwa mienu sister. Mo dey ni ngwa se nkwa na mo dey tell car ba no dey say ye propaganda. Mo ana mo propaganda secretary kwa mo say mo nye propaganda. Ye mo dey propaganda. Propaganda ma ye. So me je fi dra ho ka say a hooptel Dr. Bawumia dia. Ene dia. Ene dia. Nana do akwaji $40,000 bribe. You said all these things and you are sitting here talking about propaganda. The Ababa was to cry number. Who said my ID? Make us say, Amusa Mukan in so. 2016 tactics. I'm okay, you can ride it. And they are started. Say a tactics, I started. And I was and they are started. Yanni, I into your sound from here. Now, what you don't go to Waka. Every otherwise, most of good at Waka, any attic. Be what your sister was so dog cocoa cram Waka. No matter good at Waka, not then they say, any attic. Go to your top Waka.
Unfortunately, I'm running and a time no.
6 months ago.
Near to watch him. Which I say, me not brain boss. You don't know. Me not be a brain boss. Which are 2-2. And me more for 2-2. Which I say. I feel I was go. Since I want to you can have it for yourself. Just say. What I say? What I say? Okay, to Afoko, him fan enyano. Me Afoko na meti. I want some questions. If we're interested in this, for MC at that office, all documents there. There is the video. You can have it for yourself. And then distribution of Afoko. And then because that. I'm sorry. What are 2-2? 2-2 na mucha no se say down ho. And come on about say. And then because that. Oh yeah politics. No so oba meet wo kuma say opani. Opani. Nti me da bia ho me na me na go director. Nti municipal ho da me fie. Opani. And almost fertilizer. And almost fertilizer. I saw it. It is there. Nti me offer na no bia wu ni ho. What na go. Which 2-2. 2-2 na mo chaye nkokwa mienu na mo chaye o mo ko ya mo say o mo timi show o mo kumare by million videos here that dey chaye video wa shift we conversation no me shift me kwa and I say 2-2 and I say assistant by it I don't shift you yan assembly minute say ma twemba me say 2-2 kan sa mo chaye kan sa mo chaye for issue trend and they say gold board aboka and I say gold board mo ka enya aboka Ninas on it. Baba, you are Kabia,
I am very heated, pan, so my time Enya Ayabianesa. One of the questions are Emilia Ebisan said, my brother NPP man. So where is Nkokwa and Ketekete? NDC will collapse Ghana, they are like NPP. Mepacho. IMF is institution who always help Ghana development. So IMF lies. NDC, the base is coming like Kakai. Emilia said the company collapsed by PNDC and NDC Abuaso Glass Factory, KD Matches factory review. That company is my brother NDC man for the market. You have failed. My brother NDC man, if you have money like $1 million, do you spend on market as villagers as 24-hour economy? My brother, tell me, NDC, NPP, they are destroying the beautiful country like Ghana. Olam company are doing 3 shifts. This is 24-hour economy, not the market. Nanaya asked my brother NDC if the money belonged to his father. Will he advise his father to use the money for 24-hour market? NDC, be serious. Stop the joking, please, with all due respect. So far comments may be about, you know, and I'm making in fact now conversation, you know, I get very interesting, and so show down the minute here 2 to 4 p.m. Pepe night just sorry Jumedian so, and I'm a guest I'm in a warm and come Massa Audi Muhammad Wakasa Edema the new patriotic party house on a phase all menu one also Ekasa Edema NDC Amanyoko Jumeko Biadaroma and I'm to me Eddie Jumedia Basomo Danis Garage Opel Lantra Topeta Coma to V8 now part to a car be a kitted Biano Obaba Womo showroom no idea just say a be a go on Mondays Saturdays and a womo age one womo cast in the idea in Anum and Kata Eguswa will talk us Nibia Wunubia and ya problem 0550623377 over to me a friend and his garage one number ya mabuba suidiama womo ebejo social kosaso and a police bound for so that's what I say and then to be the shoulder Jumedi and over so more apostle to tuno more just a mosasa bro and chakra na aba in shotwa woba poposa obeda no bebra son or whether they be albon son na misisi yo na de meko womo because to jo and betete me pacho kopiem of pharmaceutical shop and as a commission shop bia na kwaje police bound ni bi yan fa massage away at one time ya de massage baby ya 5-10 minutes na pens ni nyina no etutu ko 24-hour economy no just one the other market buo me pacho amafo purchase police bomb ni bi ye papa Ghana hane de we nitua unemployment rate na yade e wosro adecheni ade saying na Ghana fo no dem ye ni adwuma ye kopie mo mi see about center mrom kuma se kona kotu police bomb ni bi na beto na trust me say enipa ebeba betu afri wo nchen no enya asem ketwa mi see about center and wo location abetimi akwasho 244582993 ofre wo mo a wo bejo so come me production team ni nyina say and some ahodo about wo krata na mani ade nyina hana ATP edebe somye camera NMCR so kwadwo yeboa ne sanu ejuma na twegu executive producer Mr Daniel yeboa me so am ti de gem ejuma de be so mo medi nana ya so nyame ya adomaechina exactly 2 p.m. yebe sa so edi ehia e wo show down ejuma de so for now no de makra stay safe.
Online.